Let's talk about how and when to mail your list. So now that hopefully you've got this email list or you're building this email list, well, how do you email them and what do you email them and when do you email them? Well, here's the first note for you to write down. You can't be afraid to mail your list too often. So many marketers are like afraid to mail their list. Like, oh, I don't want to mail my list if I don't have to because I don't want them to unsubscribe or I don't want them to be upset with me. Listen, they got on your list for content, for you to communicate with them. If you don't communicate with them, the list loses its effectiveness. The conversion rates, the response that will come from even having that list just goes down, down, down. The longer you spend between emails, the longer the time frame between emails when you communicate with your list. So you need to communicate with them more regularly if you want to get better results and you want people to be reading your emails. So you must mail them at least once a month. That's a minimum. If you don't email your list at least once a month, you might as well not even have a list. I've seen marketers that go months and months and months and they don't email their list. You need to email them at least once a month. And what's too much though? If you were to ask, what's mailing too much? Some businesses mail every day or at least during the weekdays. Now you may think, oh, that's way too much. If I ever got an email from a business every single day, I would unsubscribe. Well, here's what I teach my students. If the quality of the email is good, people will let you mail them 10 times a day. So imagine this. Here's an example I always use. If the emails you sent out contain the winning lottery numbers for that upcoming weekend, do you think people would get off the list if they were getting those emails 10 times a day? No, of course not, because the winning lottery numbers have incredible value. It's the same thing with any business and with the frequency of email and content. If your content is good and provides great value, people will want to get those emails if they're interested in that topic as much as possible. So you can mail every day or every day of the week. I know several businesses I worked with that do that. If you have enough content and enough new stuff to tell them about, then that's okay. Otherwise, you can mail them maybe once or twice a week. But don't wait weeks and weeks or months and months to communicate with your list, or your list will become stale and it will become inactive. Like I just said, if content is great, it's okay to email daily. Now you want to alternate your content emails with pitch emails. Obviously, you're running a business. You have products and services to sell. You created this email list so you could follow up and sell more of your products and services to make more revenue in your business. But there's a fine kind of dancing balance with communicating with your email list and not overly pitching your products and services. Remember, they got on your list probably because you gave away some great content. You were educating them about your market. So when it comes to pitching your products and services, it's a balancing act. So one of the good formulas that's worked for a long time is to alternate. So on one day you may send out an email, it's only content. It only tells them, here's 3 more tips for you to think about the next time you go camping. And then you could send an email and you say, hey, just a reminder, if you're really serious about camping, here are 10 reasons why you want to get our Super Camping Secrets, course, and you can click here to buy it. So you can alternate. Some emails are content, some emails are a pitch or a hard promotion for your products and services. But you can use a footer in all your emails that link to your products. So you can have like a miniature advertisement or promotion in all your emails that go out, including your content emails. So imagine an email that's just content, and then at the bottom it says, serious campers should really check out our course, and learn how to do everything the right way and not die in the woods or whatever the case is. So you can still link to your products and services and all the emails you send out, just don't make it the heart of the email. Now, if you promote to the U.S. market for the United States, you want to send emails around 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 5 a.m. West Coast would be 8 a.m. East Coast. A lot of marketers tested these different times, and they found out that these times work best. It's not always the case for every business. Different markets react differently, but this is a good place to start. Now, clearly, if your core market isn't the United States, then you want to think about sending it for other time zones. And keep an eye on your stats and test your see what your open rates are and different things, and you'll kind of hone in on when the best time is to mail your list. Monday through Thursday are typically the best day for promotions when you're selling something. You can mail your list on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's okay. But Monday through Thursday typically are the best days where people buy stuff. So if you're doing a product launch, you want to have your cart open Monday through Thursday or closed during Monday through Thursday and not on the weekends. And you'll typically get a bump in sales by selling things during those days and not during the weekends when people kind of tune out of their email or they're just doing other things and they're distracted. But a lot of people are at work Monday through Thursday and they use their email at work to look at their other interests and buy products and services that aren't related to their job. But it happens, and it'll happen for your business. So typically the rule of thumb is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the best days to actually sell stuff. I already mentioned this. You want to pay attention to your conversion analytics. Look at when your open rates are, inside your shopping cart. You'll kind of see some trends on the bulk of when your market is in your list is opening your emails, but also look for when buying happens. Look at the times when those transactions happen. You may find that people are buying at 2 o'clock in the morning a lot for your list, East Coast time, let's say. Well, if that's the case, then send more of your promotions at that time. Different markets react differently and they buy differently. So just pay attention to the results and then do more of what the results, are telling you. And of course, less of what it's not telling you, which is kind of a recurring theme in this course. But pay close attention to your conversion analytics, and it can really help you maximize the money that you make from your email marketing. Last but not least, use anticipation in your emails. I'll talk a little bit about this when we talk about the types of campaigns that you can do to your list. But use some anticipation. Tell your list, hey, this coming Friday, be on the lookout for a special email from me where I'm going to tell you all about this new thing I've been working on. I'm so excited to finally tell you about it on Friday. I can't wait. So you definitely don't want to miss that email Friday or the email Wednesday or Thursday or Monday or whenever you're going to release this other email. But give them something to look forward to. Don't make it just like everything's canned and pre-done and not live. And by the way, you can build anticipation. This is a little side note for you. You can build anticipation in a preset automated follow-up sequence. You can put in there, hey, in 3 days, you want to look out for an email that has a subject line of, this is what I was talking about. And in that email that says, this is what I was talking about, I'm going to share with you 2 incredibly valuable things that you have to know about real estate investing. And if you miss the email that's coming out in 3 days, then you'll miss these tips. So be on the lookout for it. Now you can automate that, but build anticipation in your emails. People will open them more and they'll buy more. So very, very powerful.